We are live.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
You were right.
Somebody tell me what's going on, Twisted Cupid.
This is a Twisted Cupid podcast.
They're the ones who laugh
That's right.
every Thursday night on the Twisted Cupid podcast.
Oh, that is right. That is right. You heard the man. This is the Twisted Cupid podcast. Hello to everybody out there watching live. Hello to producer Amy in the chat. What's going on? Hello to Raymond on YouTube in the chat.
Hi, Raymond.
This is a Twisted Cupid podcast. We were off for a couple weeks, but now we are back to give hilarious dating advice to the wild animals on Reddit and from you guys live right there in the chat. If you're listening on an audio-only platform, we still love you, but we'd love you even more if you liked and subscribed and watched and commented live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. With me, as always, is the hilarious and the wonderful co-host, the one, the only Suzanne Leah Shepherd.
Hi. Is my microphone on?
Yeah. Sorry, we did. I thought we checked. Hang on. There we go.
Is this thing on?
It does. Is this thing
There you go.
on?
Yeah, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just can't hear myself.
Hang on.
Oh,
How
no,
about
I
now?
can.
There we go.
Yeah.
Women suck, right?
Well, women, totally, yeah. Women, anyway, I'm a woman with a microphone. Saws, you incels. But
That's right. Now go shoot up a fucking school or something
Now,
and leave us
here's
the hell alone.
Here's
Summer's
what's
out.
great. Not to plug our YouTube channel on accident, but my face is just red all summer. Unclear why. And I wore a red shirt.
Boom.
So I basically just look like a zit that some 16-year-old hasn't popped on his back.
That's
So
right, like an
that's
incel.
kinda Cool. Yeah,
She looks like an incel zit.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just going to fester here all summer. So if you want to see how red my face is, please check out our YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Check out our YouTube channel, like and subscribe, give us comments, give us questions. But for right now, let's introduce our two hilarious
Yes.
guests. First up, he is a returning guest, a hilarious stand-up comic, the one, the only Sandeep Sen. Thank you for being back on the show.
Yes, what's up, Loveline listeners? Twisted Cupid.
Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
Tell the good people where they can find you.
They can find me on sundeepsen.com or at sundeepsencomic on Instagram. That's SANDEEP, Sen, SEN.
Nice. Thanks for being here, man. Good, always good having you.
Always good dishing out dating advice and love advice, which I'm completely unqualified to give.
All good, man. All good. The less qualified, the less funnier it is. You know what I mean? So it's good that you're not qualified. And it's great that we have a first-time guest to the show, a hilarious stand-up comic hailing all the way from the rugged lands of Kentucky, the one, the only, Dannielle Wornall. Thank you for being on the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you.
Yeah.
Great. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely. Tell them where they can find you.
If they go to dwcomedy.net, like nothing but net, all my links are there. All the things. So
DW Comedy.
I was trying to make a swoosh sound and it didn't really come out. Sorry.
I love the attempt. It was an attempted swoosh. An attempted swooshing.
That's right. Like a dyslexic Nike worker. That swoosh was backwards.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know if they let the dyslexic make Nikes.
That's true. They
Probably
poke
too
themselves
old.
with the They don't like that. They fire them. No benefits.
No benefits.
That's right.
I am very qualified to give dating advice. I've dated, I've married, I've divorced, I've done all the things.
Nice.
The only thing I have left to do is like end up on an episode of Snapped, and then
Right.
I'll be like really good at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say be a widower,
Yeah,
or a
widow.
widow, but
You got to kill the next
But
one.
again, but even then,
Check all the
depends
boxes.
on
there's
how-
different ways to widow yourself.
Exactly. Like if you murder them,
Yeah.
then you get to be unsnapped and be a widow.
You could get into
That's true.
Snapped.
Want to kill it?
Oh, I'm good, man. That's all you.
could insist.
Thank you.
You could
Delicious whiskey.
somehow beam radiation into their bedroom, which would cause cancer. A little slower
If
than
you-
murder, but
even if you
it's
just,
Play
like-
the long game.
If you cuddle really closely, and like, you know, sometimes like people, not me, but like other people, they like to snuggle like face to face for some
Sure.
reason.
Yeah.
Just the carbon monoxide that expels from your mouth. Like if you do it enough, I feel like that might be lethal.
Oh,
That's
that
right.
would be. You know, why didn't Shakespeare write that play?
Where
there
were you, Will?
There were two lovers, but
Uh-huh.
then they had like an airtight, thing around their nose and mouth, so they suffocated each other with their love, literally.
That's
It's
what
like
he was
less
working.
gross human centipede. But
Yeah.
definitely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Death by
Shut
Snuggle.
up.
That was what he was working on when he died.
F you, W. Shakespeare.
Yeah.
That's right.
You can't get on my level. That's a genius idea.
If
Where you
Shakespeare
at,
was
Bill?
such a genius, why didn't he write Human Centipede? That's what I want to know. Whole lot of these and thys and thous and all that
I
shit.
feel
No
like
Human
that-
Centipede.
He could have just made a Midsummer's Night Dream. That's
true.
He's already got the title down.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He just wrote the wrong play.
He probably didn't write Human Centipede because they didn't think it was gross to shit your pants back then. You know,
Right.
you could just kind of shit anywhere and it just was like, whatever, you're shitting, we
That-
get it. You know, it's only now that's like, oh man, that's actually really gross.
Back then,
You're getting a FaceTime
yeah,
call?
hang on,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
What
This is
history
class?
yeah. Don't do this on your computer ever. It's a
Who's
bad
calling
idea.
you?
It's
What history class? What history class did you take where it's all cool to shit and they didn't care? They didn't think it was
I
gross.
think all of them.
back in the
Yeah.
60s?
I
They're
think
what? They're all like, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's like
Like
they're-
William the Conqueror invaded in 1652. Also, you could shit anywhere.
Yeah,
That's
there's
right.
Cool.
aren't there like in the palaces in France? There used to be like little like
It was like bowls.
gutters for lack of a better word, like almost like a bowling
Yeah.
alley where like if you're walking around and you just have to shit, it's like okay, I'm gonna it's not.
That's the way it was
it's
when I
not
was in
like they had
Afghanistan. There was no
public
running water.
Bathrooms when you go to these balls, it's not like they went to the public. Let's just everyone go to the ladies' room. Like they were just like,
Yeah, back
they're-
before there
they're
was
at a
running
ball,
water, it was
like, where-
gross,
where,
dude.
like
Yeah.
Cinderella was meeting Prince Charles or what?
Yeah,
Charming.
the real
Charming.
Cinderella's shoe was disgusting. That's right.
And
It smelled awful.
So they had these elaborate dresses and
Yeah.
these dance, and then they would just go shit in the corner in front
Yeah.
of everyone.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah, pretty
I
much.
hate that they left that out of the Disney movie. Honestly, I feel
I don't
like that
think
was
this
a
is
missed
real.
opportunity.
I don't think this is real. You're just making.
Cindy,
where is this?
we're not saying Cinderella was real. I think you're confusing
No,
things here.
she's real, but I don't think that
Cinderella's
she
not
shit in
real.
front of-
But the fact that they would just kind of shit anywhere, totally real.
So you're,
I mean, we
in
still
the
do that.
ballroom, and then you just go to the corner of the ballroom and you're just shitting.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
So-
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because that's what the servants were there for. It was
They were
like
there to
the upper
cup your
class
shit.
and then everyone
Yeah.
else. Yeah, they were there to,
The
Yeah.
servants would catch the shit.
Yeah,
they
like
cup it.
You start off as a shit cupper, and then
Yeah.
you work your way up to butler, and then hopefully you're a
Is
chef
that
one
where
day. That's the way it goes.
is that where Butler came from?
That's
The
right.
term? It was like the king shit cupper.
the first butler was really good at doing this.
Yeah.
I have food poisoning. Where's my butler?
Yeah.
Tell him to bring a mop.
Yeah.
That's
Butler.
right.
That's the etymology.
Bring a
of
butler and a mop.
Absolutely. Without further
Well, great.
ado, are you guys ready to take your first question from the wild animals on Reddit?
Hells yeah.
All right, first question from the wild animals on Reddit. If you guys listening out there have any questions, write them into twistedcupidpodcast@gmail.com, or even better, write them to us live in the chat every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Give us your comments, give us your questions. We're going to take our first one from the wild animals on Reddit.
First question. I regret hiring a PI. I'm 27 and my husband is also 27. Been together for 4 years, married a little over 2. We have a 16-month-old son. 2 years ago, very soon after our
They're growing
honeymoon,
up fast. PIs in your 20s? Christ.
we found 2 things very soon after our honeymoon. We found out 2 things. 1, that I was pregnant, and 2, that my best friend had broken up with her fiance during our honeymoon because he cheated on her. She spiraled and then was convinced that my husband was also cheating on me. I never had any reason to suspect so, but she projected and told her that she was projecting her relationship onto mine. However, because of the initial stages of pregnancy, I was very, very vulnerable and she influenced me to hire a PI.
This was the friend that got her to do this?
Yeah.
Wow.
The PI watched my husband for a month, including an out-of-state business trip, and came back with 0 evidence that my husband had been unfaithful and assured me of my husband's fidelity. I immediately cut off my best friend, and ever since I've regretted hiring the PI. I never told my husband about this.
Yeah, Linda, he found nothing. You're a dumb twat.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I know. How is this the best friend's fault?
My husband and I both got new phones very soon after the PI's investigation, but we kept our old phones. Yesterday, we were talking about some old memories and pictures on our old phones. When he charged up my old phone,
What a boring
he
PI.
went to send the pictures to our current phones and saw the contact that he didn't recognize. He then read the entire conversation that I had with the PI and confronted me about it. I admitted it and gave him all of the details, told him that my ex-best friend was in my ear, and combined with the pregnancy, I couldn't think straight, and that I never doubted him for a second.
I mean,
He then stood up, walked out, and left for 4 hours.
Hell yeah, dude.
When he came back in, he said, "Don't worry, I wasn't out fucking someone else." I tried to apologize to him and talked to him last night and this morning. But he keeps ignoring me. How do I fix this?
There's Magnum PI and then there's Trojan regular PI, and that's this PI. He's not doing the sexy assignments, you know.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
You fix it by having a three-way. That's
right.
All women, you have to if you want
With
to.
the PI?
No.
That's right.
The best
With
friend.
another woman.
Different PI. That time you do get
Another
Magnum
hot
PI for
woman.
that one.
That's all you have to do. I mean,
That's true. I wasn't
you have
suggesting you
such
should
an
actually do the
advantage with it.
devil's threesome. Do a good one.
Oh, you're saying
Yeah.
like she should like cuck herself? Like that's what she gets for assuming
She
that
should
he was
have a
cheating?
three-way. Find another woman.
She
and
should
they
have to watch him having sex with someone else, and that's what she gets for assuming that he was cheating.
Well, I was
That's right.
thinking she.
I
would
think
fuck him
Sandeep's
too.
the other guy, and he's just like, bring home more women, huh?
Yeah.
Also pizza, you know, like
Yeah, I think guys don't have this. They don't have this ace in the hole that will make up for any shitty behavior. But women have this.
the
so
pregnancy
use
thing.
it.
No, the threesome thing.
Oh, the threesome thing.
It's
oh
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
card you can pull out.
Uh-huh.
We're calling it an ace in the hole now?
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like an accurate.
I mean, it's
title for it.
if you ask me, it's an ace in two holes. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Honestly, she sounds very gaslighty,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
blaming her friend. She's blaming her baby that's not born. Like, what the fuck? The baby had something to do with that?
well, no. So
then-
the baby
This
has
baby's
been
making
born.
me extra
baby's
hormonal.
No, the baby is born now. It's
because
like
he's
year
a
and half
Gemini.
old.
I never should have
But
conceived him in
but
December.
when she was doing the investigation, she was
yeah.
in like she was very newly pregnant or whatever.
Right. So she's blaming the baby who
Yeah,
like
she
doesn't even
sucks.
have full birth strength yet.
Yeah.
So like fuck them kids, I guess. And she's blaming the friend and the baby and then the PI and then being newly married and
Yeah.
her husband's potential.
She's
gaslighting
awful. She's
all the
awful.
things.
And she's very glass is half empty. It's like the PI came back and said, "Good news, ma'am. Your husband is faithful." And she's like, "My life is over." And it's like,
And
what?
then
No,
she's
that's
blaming the
that's
phone
good.
guy.
Yeah,
also
she's
blaming the
blaming
phone guy
everybody.
for transferring the contacts.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
I like how she got angry at the friend after the PI's like, he's not cheating. He's not cheating, Emily. Fuck you. We're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly have no issue with every. I agree with what you're saying in the sense that she's a shitty person, but for me personally, that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that she's just so fucking dumb to not delete the text conversation.
Yeah.
What are you
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Oh, you feel guilty about something that you don't want your husband to find out, but you leave it on your phone? Like,
Yeah.
you're
She
a
needs-
fucking idiot.
She
Control
needs to
A, delete.
take some notes from actual cheaters.
Yeah.
Delete the contact.
It's like, it wasn't even
Oh
like...
yeah, never actually cheat. My God,
Yeah,
she'd
it
be terrible
wasn't-
at it.
It
yeah.
wasn't
She's
like,
getting caught.
her phone accidentally synced with the cloud and then it came up on the iPad. None of that. Had she just fucking deleted the text conversation, none of this would have come up. So in my
Right.
opinion, it's like, you are getting everything you deserve and you are an idiot.
So basically, she's complaining about her husband still not cheating on her,
Yep.
being gone for 4 hours.
Glass
Yeah.
is half
Like,
empty.
enjoy your nap, bitch. Like, what are you even
Yeah.
doing?
Right. If my wife hired a PI to follow me around because her dumb friend said that I was fucking somebody I wasn't, I would be irate. And she's going, "Can you believe he left for 4 hours and then made a snarky remark?" It's like, you're lucky that's all he did. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Why are you ever complaining about having the house to yourself for 4 hours? Like, so
Yeah.
now she's gaslighting the house
Yeah.
too.
That's right. It's haunted. I think they moved the graves, but not the bodies.
I just, I would love to know that someone hired me, not because they thought that was cheap, but it's like if someone hired a PI and then later they were like, "There's a PI that's been following you for a month." That would be interesting information to me because then I'd be like, how easy am I to find, to follow?
Right.
Like I would want to in the event that I would want to disappear at some point in the future,
Sure.
I would want to know
You gotta
how
reverse
how the
engineer.
PI found me.
Yeah.
What can I do to avoid said steps? Like that would be interesting information.
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah.
they say like you're always on CCTV nowadays. You're always
That's
on
true.
CCTV somewhere.
I want to know why the husband wasn't angry about the money. Like you had staff for a month.
Oh yeah, I'm
Like-
assuming that was part of it. Yeah, I mean they're in their 20s. They're not rich. I mean they might be, but
you don't know.
Also,
They could be loaded,
Don't
but-
get married at 25. Maybe that's
Yeah, that's a mistake,
another
too.
moral.
But also, I think that, there are certainly tiers of PIs, if I may say. So there's, I'm sure that there
Right,
are the very
Magnum,
expensive
Trojan, regular.
TI or PIs, but there might be ones that it's like, okay, follow him around for a month, and they're like, okay, I'll do this for $300, and they have 7 other clients that they're like,
So she owes her husband $300.
yeah,
That
yeah.
she should have to pay back in sex coupons. And
Well, or that's $300 at the strip club.
That's right.
Yeah. But I see where you're going with that. I like that
300. This
idea.
guy followed around for a month.
if you're
I-
making
I missed
$300 a
the-
month,
This is like
you might
this
as well
is
be a
like
comedian.
$3,000 at least.
Yeah, I missed the.
Really?
Wait,
Who's
did she
gonna
say it was
follow
only?
someone for a month?
Yeah, did she say it was only $300?
She didn't put the receipts.
Okay,
No,
yeah, it was
She
way
doesn't-
more than
She doesn't
300 for
mention
sure.
anything about how much it cost.
For a month, yeah, this is like we're talking 3 figures easy. Yeah,
I am going to name this woman Janet. Janet, I'm speaking directly to you.
damn it, Janet.
You don't have any friends left. Your husband was gone for 4 hours. You really have nothing to complain about. Honestly, no one's giving you anything to complain. Enjoy the solitude for a little bit. Talk to your baby that you blamed. Like,
Yeah, don't shake the baby either. You seem like one of them.
she does seem a little snappy. Like she
Yeah.
seemed like she could end up on Snap.
Yeah.
Well, she
you
definitely-
made me hire the
Yeah.
PI.
Or do you want to read comments, or let's just go final advice?
Oh yeah, I'll do the comments first. These are a little bit old. Marlene on YouTube says hi from Tom and
Hi,
Marlene. How's it going? Let's see. Alexander on YouTube says Macbeth. I think that was a reference to the Raymond
Our
on YouTube
Shakespeare
says
ideas.
Centipede is the biography of Lorenzo Lamas. I don't know who that is, but let's see.
Yeah.
I
Never
don't
mind.
remember him.
I think that's Centipede's like based on a book or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyway, go ahead.
Probably
Raymond-
based on an act.
Raymond on
That
YouTube says,
actually happens.
learn how to satisfy one woman and you will catch a fish that day, the Bible.
Boring.
yeah. Sherry on YouTube says, hi, Jake. How's it going, Sherry?
Hi, Sherry.
That's my mom, actually. She
Hi,
FaceTimed
Mom.
her. How's it
Oh, hi.
going? Yeah.
Your mom FaceTimed you during
That's
the podcast.
right. That's right.
She was
Hilarious.
calling.
That's
I
right.
love that.
Yeah.
Maybe she just had
Straight
something to say. She just had something to say.
I hope so, man. Maybe this is about her and my stepdad. I have no idea.
Is she secretly
be.
Janet?
I think my mom's Janet.
Oh, that's kind
Uh-oh.
of fun.
That's right.
Hi, Mom, Janet.
Yeah.
Your mom got PI money.
That's right. No.
You
I know
were
it's.
the baby that was blamed.
Well, I don't come from PI money. They would just hire a drunk named Gary to follow someone around. That's a different
That's
kind
the
of thing.
lowest tier of PI.
Yeah,
Is
uh-huh.
the local drunk.
Just some dude at the
the
bar.
local Otis.
Yeah.
The local town Otis.
Otis, find out if my husband is a
Yeah.
whole.
Andy Griffith
Yeah,
reference.
you'll get a
there.
shot in the beer for every piece of infidelity that you find.
Nice.
My final advice for this woman is, listen, you sound like one who, as we've said, doesn't take accountability for anything you've ever done. And again, I'm really setting the bar low for you. What I think you're an idiot for is just being an idiot as far as phones. Maybe just take some accountability for that. But yeah, you seem like one where you go into a grocery store and, knock over a whole display of wine, it smashes on the ground, and you're like, oh my God, I shouldn't have to pay for that. Yeah, you just broke, all of the, like,
They
you should
made the
have to pay
floor
for that.
too smooth.
Oh my God. It's
It was
like,
slippery.
I can't believe the display was like so prominent. Like, yeah. Anyway,
It was distracting, and I spilled the wine.
I think you get a 0 for accountability, and that's it. You should just be accountable. And I love that your husband is totally dragging you through it, and I think he should for a little bit. Maybe you'll learn a goddamn lesson. So,
Oh, yeah.
that's
This
it.
poor woman is the one who contacted us for advice.
Yeah.
And we're just insulting her.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man, tough love. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
because
that's what
your
happened.
suggestion to have a threesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling her how to get out of it. That was her
Listen,
question.
Meek,
And it's also a penance. Like, you want to have a penance for not taking responsibility. Take responsibility by having a fucking threesome.
That's
Or
right.
several. How about you?
Why the Pope isn't calling you to join the Catholic Church as a priest is
Because
beyond me.
I don't use the F word.
Say
on air.
3 Hail Marys and 1 chick named Lisa. That's right. That's
It's
what
gonna
you
be
need.
Sandeep, can you please be the priest for all of America?
That's
'cause
right.
You're kind of the best.
That's right. It's
No,
Saint
just my,
Sandeep
my,
now.
America?
my molesting count is at 0, so that's why. It's a little low.
That's why you're disqualified.
Yes.
They know you'll switch.
Yes.
You'll snitch.
For now.
Wait till you get that little white
collar.
thing, the
Yeah,
collar,
yeah.
and then you're surrounded by nothing but boys in dresses all day.
Yeah.
You
that
know?
makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I would recommend, Janet, that you have a lot more children. So you can never have anything be your fault in your whole life. Stop using contraception. That's my recommendation.
Oh yeah, those moms that it's
Nice.
like everything shitty they do is because of their kids.
Yeah. That's my like 16 more kids ought to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, we have before my final advice. We have a question for Sandeep in the chat. Ranu on YouTube says, Sandeep Sen, if you could date a basketball player, who would you date?
I actually watched a WNBA game yesterday.
Yeah.
couldn't
I mean,
tell.
I know my answer. It's going to be Hack, but I'm from the hometown of the University of Iowa, so I got to go Caitlin Clark.
This
Home
goes
time.
back. This is something I think Steph Curry gets no love for being super hot. Like
Sure.
Tom Brady is known for being hot, right?
Yeah.
I think Steph Curry's
yeah, I mean,
dreamy, but no one talks about his.
Are you fucking kidding, Sandeep?
Over
what do you
Caitlin
not
Clark?
like about Steph Curry? What is it? His dreamy
No,
eyes?
I'm saying
Yeah.
Is it
Steph.
his perfect
No,
figure?
I'm saying Steph Curry does. People are like, oh my god, he's fucking hot. Like,
Oh,
what?
are
Are
they? I feel
Yeah.
like he doesn't get that. I feel
I've
like
heard
he
it.
doesn't get that.
Are you kidding?
Do you feel like he gets the same publicity for being hot as Tom Brady?
Well, Tom Brady does. He doesn't get the same publicity because
That's what I'm talking about.
But
He's
that's
way
just-
hotter than
but
Tom
that's
Brady.
because football in general is more popular than basketball, and because Tom Brady was married to Giselle. So
That's
it's
true.
like if Steph Curry
He did marry
were
a famous
married
model.
to an. I mean, his wife's hot. Don't get me wrong. But like, if he married an equal like model, supermodel like Tom Brady, it's like. Yeah, but no, Steph Curry definitely gets the love for how hot
But
he
he
is.
doesn't get the love
Shit.
like that
Wait,
Tom Brady gets.
Joel on YouTube says, at Twisted Cupid Podcast, Tom Brady is known for liking soft balls.
Oh yeah. He does.
Boom,
like
little
softballs.
deflate gate
Boom.
humor. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but go ahead with your conspiracy theory, as
Yeah.
I'll call it.
Yeah, he doesn't get the publicity for being. By the way, why does it matter if Tom Brady married a hot person? Well, why does that matter? Like,
No. It's not.
If
He
I- if I
married a
think
hot person. He married like arguably the hottest person. It's
Yeah.
like,
right, but if I'm looking at a girl who's hot, I'm not like, yeah, but who's she married to? It's just like, yeah, I want to fuck
Yeah,
her because
you
she's
are.
hot. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
like,
are.
but who's her husband?
You don't
But
know that.
what kind of league is her husband in? That's when I'm masturbating. That's like, how hard can I get
Well,
for
but
this
I
bitch?
I
think
feel
Steph
like you're.
Curry
I
did.
feel like you're off piece. We started talking about Steph Curry.
I
Now you're
want
talking
that.
about staring at a girl in a bar. What's going on?
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
Sandeep,
like-
do you really not like when you are like find an actor or someone and you're like, oh, or a rapper, whoever, and you see them, you don't look up and see if they're married and if they're hot?
No, and I don't base how hot I think the actor is on.
No, it's true. I'm
who they're
backing up
married
Sandeep
to.
on
always-
this. I
I
never
always
look up.
Google it.
I have no
Same.
interest
Yeah.
in any kind of celebrities' personal lives. As long as they're not
I
like
just wanna
messing
know
with kids
if
or
they're
nothing, I don't really
single.
give a shit what they're doing.
I
Like,
want to
I
know
wanna
if they're
know,
single and how
even though-
single.
even
Oh, see, I'm realistic. I know that the hottest lady on Game of Thrones is not going to fuck me on her drunkest, most coked up night.
But
It's
Tom
just not
Brady
going to
is
happen.
not single.
It's
like
not about
It's
that.
the checking
He's single
box.
now, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, he is.
But when
That's true.
she's like
You
he's
have
hotter.
a chance.
She's like he's hotter, considered hotter because he's married to Giselle. But when he was married, then he wasn't single.
I
like,
always
why does
look
it
up-
matter?
Like, I looked up Childish Gambino the other day. Turns out he's married and has kids. It made me very sad.
Who?
Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, and
Oh.
he's very married. His wife is super hot, but if she were to expire for one reason or another,
I love
That's
Donald
true.
Glover.
Yeah, he's great.
I'm available, Donald. This is just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, but so how does this now again? We're so off piece. How does this all relate to Sandeep wanting to marry a WNBA player? Because first of all,
he said Steph Curry.
I said Steph Curry.
I thought was it
You can take the W right
Was
off
it-
of that thing.
Yeah,
was
get rid of the
it was
WNBA.
That's right.
NBA or WNBA? Like you
NBA.
want to marry Steph Curry?
No, I just said the question was
You're
who's hot.
it's a safe space. You can say whatever you want.
No, I just think Steph Curry's very good looking. And
Yeah.
He's way better good looking than Tom
I
Brady.
don't, what,
Yeah,
no, the question
okay.
is, though, the question from
Hold
Ronnie on
hold
YouTube, and thank you for
Sandeep.
this question.
Let me introduce you to 100 million of my closest friends who agree with you.
Yeah,
What the fuck are you
Sandeep,
talking
if you could date a basketball player, who would you pick? And you started babbling about Steph Curry's eyes. Like,
I mean, they are beautiful.
All right, it's got to be Steph Curry. I'll say
Okay.
Steph
All
Curry.
right,
Well, to
cool.
be fair, Steph Curry is going to make way more money than any of the WNBA players, so that's
Yeah.
not a bad
There's
choice.
that, too.
That's true. They do have to like share a Metro card to get to the game. Like it's kind of
yeah, or they just jump the turnstiles.
Yeah.
They can jump that high.
that's
Because
right.
they play basketball. Sports.
Saving money on Metro rides is the most money like on paper that they make with their skills.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough.
Are we
Yeah.
done with this question?
I mean, yeah, I think Steph Curry gets laid enough that he has to do the Drake hot sauce and the condom thing. I think he gets laid.
Drake
you know?
hot sauce in the condom thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
it's
the
like
hot sauce
vaguely
in the condom?
familiar. I can't remember.
You guys don't know about this?
It's like
Oh
he
shit,
put-
man! I
he
thought that was a
put
common
hot
reference.
sauce into the condom
Yeah, a lady
so
came-
that they wouldn't. Something about
So the
There
sperm
were-
gets
Wouldn't that
killed.
burn?
Yeah,
his
there was a
dick?
lady. There was a lady who came forward after sleeping with Drake, complaining that he put hot sauce in the condom before tying it off and putting it in the toilet
Oh,
because she was
like he
clearly
didn't put it on. And
no,
Yeah,
no.
it's
Like he
dick.
tied it
It's
off
like-
in the bathroom and he dumped it in because and his response was that it was like a spermicide, which maybe it is, but she apparently tried to do the old. You know the old W or the
turkey
NBA,
baster?
Yeah,
with
tried
the
to
condom
trap
afterwards.
him or
But
whatever.
if that's
yeah.
afterward,
But wouldn't
like,
you just get a baby with a very high spice tolerance?
right? Like you're just getting a Mexican baby at that point. Like,
Yeah. It's like
Absolutely.
how
That's where they come from,
how
right?
hot of hot sauce would you put in your poo-tang to have Drake's kid?
I
That's right.
literally thought you meant he put hot sauce on the condom and then put it on his dick.
No.
Like as a fetish.
No.
And I was like, that seems too spicy.
That seems
for
pretty.
your dick.
Yeah, it seems pretty wild.
Yeah.
No, he played a hilarious prank on women trying to baby trap him.
I
And
like
he,
I like the idea of him having to carry around those little bitty bottles of hot
It's
sauce.
pretty great.
That you
Yeah.
get with like your oysters and shit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like and he just and
You
the
could just
TSA
flush-
stops
Oh,
them
I
and they're
just-
like, why
I
do you
picture-
have so many?
You know, like when you go and stay
And why
in
are they
some
taped to Trojan condoms?
Right.
This is
Oh.
weird.
Could
No,
you just
see-
flush the condom down the toilet? Why is
No,
he
of
carrying?
course not.
What?
That's gonna wreck your plumbing system.
he's
But he's in a hotel.
hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't give a shit
It
about
seems.
that.
Yeah, I never thought about that till right now. Why not just flush the goddamn thing?
Oh, it was
and
in a
be done with
hotel
it?
because I was just gonna say I felt like it'd be in a hotel when like sometimes you check in and it's like in the shower and it's just like a big bottle of shampoo, a big bottle of conditioner, a big bottle of body wash. No idea who's touched it before you've gone into that shower.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you're just supposed to use it like that's totally clean.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, there's just that, and then also a bottle of Tabasco sauce in case you
Right.
want to.
Also, couldn't you just
Did Drake stay
rinse,
here?
like,
Why is this
couldn't
in the
you,
bathroom?
Like, diva cup it where you just rinse it out in the sink and wash the spermies away. Like,
I mean, you could do a lot of things other than put hot sauce in there, but the fact that he did that makes me love Drake more than any other rapper.
honestly, his video a couple months ago made me love him. I watched like there were like 9 million views of that. Like 6 million of those were mine. Like,
Yeah.
I watched it a lot.
I
sent it to
I
so
never.
many
I don't
friends.
think I saw it.
Oh
don't
my
think
god! I
yeah.
sent it to so many friends. I didn't ask them what they were doing. I didn't.
like the
I sent
idea
it to
that-
my boss.
I like the idea that how you got 6 million views is that you just got a bunch of phones and you basically made yourself like an inside strobe ball. Like you're sitting in the middle, but it's just all these phones around you, like
It's
just
it's
constantly playing.
It's the
that-
interior disco ball of Drake's dick.
Yeah. So it's like no matter where you are, it's just like a little teeny tiny version of Drake's dick.
Not too little though.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it was sizable.
Proportional
He
to
may
the
have
video.
lost to Kendrick, but he won my heart.
That's
Yeah.
right. And besides, it's not the size of the boat that counts; it's the motion in the ocean.
No one said that ever, and it
No
is
That's
the
right.
size of the boat. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Literally no one.
How dare you? Every woman I've ever slept with is a liar. That's what you're telling me. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Even your dog woke up
Yes.
when you said that.
Yes. They smelled bullshit, is why the dog woke up.
Dad's lying again. This is ridiculous.
Sandeep, any final thoughts on Drake's dick?
I just been seeing Steph Curry and
Still?
And
He's
where we
so
would
in
go.
love.
Yeah,
Where would
don't
go on our dates?
don't give
He's
him
so
whiplash
in
like that.
love.
He's
That's
still
right.
thinking about Steph
right.
Curry's dick.
I-
You can't just like whiplash to Drake.
He can't fantasy cheat on Steph
man's-
Curry with
the
Drake. I
man's
mean, that's
gonna-
not
the
right.
man's
You could
gonna go
fantasy
into a mental
threesome with him,
breakdown.
though.
Yeah.
I know Drake had some beef with some dude And I have no...
No
Kendrick Lamar.
Diddy.
Yeah.
That's a
I
great.
feel like
That's a
saying
great
it that way.
story.
No Diddy.
That's all I know about Drake. And I don't know this video you're talking about.
You don't know the Dick Drake leak video? I'll
No.
send it to you. I got it saved.
Okay, we need
Wait,
to.
Drake's
We need
dick
to
is
move
out?
on. We
Next
need to move
question.
on.
Oh, I
We
think
need
you're talking
to
about a
move on.
music video. No, it's his dick.
It's his dick, and he's just flopping it around.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Is it a good
He's
dick?
got his. It shows.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
his
good
actual
dick.
Do
dick.
you guys live in a
Yeah.
That's
fucking
crazy.
cave?
I
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
watched-
I'm not
So
up on
fun.
Drake's dick, man. I'm just not. Even
But-
though I brought up the hot sauce thing, I only know his hot sauce story.
I watch
That's it.
West Wing reruns.
Yeah, it was,
And Steph Curry
it's like in
interviews.
the news like
Crazy.
17 years ago. I'm pretty sure I was 12.
It was like 3 months ago, and
Yeah.
it broke Twitter.
Yeah.
Wow. Did not know that.
Okay.
was great.
All right.
But
We
you
need to
learn
move
something
on.
new every day.
We need to move on.
Next question
Yeah.
on the Twisted Cupid podcast. If you guys have any questions to write in, write them to twistedcupidpodcast@gmail.com, or even better, write them in the chat live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's take our next one from the wild animals on Reddit.
Next question. Should I? Wait. Fact. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Next question. Brother sleeping with his PA. My business partner, who's 40, also known as my brother, is having some kind of middle-age crisis. He's unsatisfied with the small amount of sex he's having in his marriage, and the topic has been debated by his wife, but neither partner has compromised. He took a left turn and started numerous affairs. One of them, sadly, turned out to be his personal assistant, who's 33. The problem is that for my brother, the relationship is very shallow, yet the personal assistant is in love. Since the affair has brought to light, my brother and his wife wish to end the affair and seek solutions. By the way, I'm in a very friendly relationship with everyone in the story. Now here comes the hard part. The personal assistant is very important to the company. Fire her straight, and there's a 70% chance that I'll create a rival who will take her friends from the company and some clients.
Or a lawsuit.
Keep her, deny her romantic attention, and I might get a silent, plotted revenge inside of the company. I really wish that she could understand that there was never any love from my brother's side, yet without taking some bold action, I'm scared that she will be revengeful. What do I do?
Oh, when a Gumar at work falls in love.
What?
He needs to start fucking the personal assistant. Be like, look, my brother
Oh,
is not in love
yeah.
with you, but
Yeah.
I will. He
Let
needs
her
to-
down
his dick needs-
easy.
I
That's
guess
a
he
great
explained
idea.
to his wife, like,
Yeah.
look, I got to take one for the team. You want
Yeah.
the money
Is
that
the
this
brother
business gives him?
married? Not the one who fucked the PA, but the other one. The
Probably.
brother writing in.
He doesn't specify.
I'm going to
But-
assume
but
that he
yeah.
is.
Well, he's just got a Hunter Biden this one. You know what I mean? And
Which is what, smoke crack with her?
That's that too. But yeah. It's. I mean, I guess the brother's not married to this lady. He's just hooking
Yeah.
up with her. But I think he's got to step in. You know.
I think that's a great suggestion. I mean, because they're certainly in a pickle. There's the classic phrase, don't dip your wick into the company ink.
Yeah.
And
Wait, oh, and it's
Yeah.
not pen?
It's, this was before we saw the Drake video. We used to call
That's
it
right.
a wick. We used to call it a wick back in yesteryear.
Back in
Yeah.
the
Then we
little
saw
times.
Drake's video.
It's a
Now
lot
we-
bigger than a feather tip.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
They need a
but-
different metaphor now.
Also, I'm sorry, like if your business is so dependent on this, on a personal assistant, like what is your business? It sounds like, it
Right.
kind of sounds like she's getting exploited, and regardless
Yeah.
of this affair, if she fucking woke up one day, she'd be like, oh, actually, if I did this, you would be fucked. So
That's right.
it's like, you're kind of screwed either way. Like it actually sounds like you need to
Literally,
fix your business.
figuratively.
Because if you're basically just admitting that you're exploiting your employees, and if they had half of a brain cell, they would absolutely take the rug out from under you.
Oh yeah, like fraternization aside, I wasn't even thinking about that. If your business is so shitty that it's the assistant, it's the PA making the whole thing work. Like even if your brother was totally on the up and up and not sleeping with this woman, if she just gets another job or goes back to school, your
Yeah.
entire business is fucked.
But she's
That's a terrible
33.
business model.
I feel like there's two real options.
Yeah.
Option one, you make the brother a silent partner and he fucks
Sure.
off, and you promote her, right? She needs a promotion for sure.
Yeah.
And then you're solved there. Or just good old fashioned murder. Just
Boom.
Yeah,
Because
a
then-
little Murdoch murder.
little-
That's where
Yeah.
it's kind of
little
heading.
murder.
Yeah.
Like you either need to murder the brother, the PA, or get the brother out of the picture and promote the PA.
That's right. Go
And-
full bowling on this lady.
And also I must say,
Wait,
this,
your advice is murder.
yeah.
no.
I'm
It's
signing
still
off
vague.
on-
Like you don't even
No.
know who to murder.
She
You're just saying
didn't.
commit
That's
a
right.
capital
She
offense.
meant-
But I
meant
don't even
it
know.
metaphorically.
She meant
Yeah.
it literally. She.
So because
I meant
these-
just let this lady get real sad in a parking lot with no witnesses.
Well,
you know
I was
what I mean?
gonna say
like
these,
Boeing.
these sound
like
like
Boeing.
these sound like golf cart people. So
Yeah,
it kind
yeah.
of just sounds like you could give her a little bit more whiskey, put her behind the wheel of a golf cart, and bada
That's
bing,
right.
bada boom.
That's
we
right.
ain't got a problem no more.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Drive her off a bridge in Chappaquiddick, Kennedy
I mean,
style.
a bride might die, but whatever.
yeah. It's either promotion or murder. Those
Yeah.
are your
Oh,
options.
okay. So at least we're narrowing down to murdering of the woman.
Yeah, why not?
Right, yeah,
If
you
you're,
can't
like,
kill your
murdered
brother or
the
his family.
This woman clearly should be a partner. If she's so
Well, that
important to
was
the
one
business,
of the
make
That's
her a
what I'm
partner.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Make
She's
her a
an
partner,
idiot.
then she can fuck them, not fuck him. But
Right.
she's got like
Yeah.
the compensation.
She's one of the two though. You either make her have more investment in the company or get rid of her altogether.
I hate that we get
Yeah.
such little details about the company, and it leads me to believe that it is as Suzanne pointed out, a terrible business. Because I always point out once a week on this show, when in doubt, because of a lack of details specifically, I always think that it's because it would make them look bad. If they just skip over something that seems real important when there's lots of other details about everything else. We had nothing about this business, nothing about what this business associate or assistant or whatever does. And but like, this is crazy. Even if like a normal PA, she wasn't super important and irreplaceable to the company. This is still bad, especially since she was working underneath him. If she decides that
Yes, she
she's
was.
that's right. It was one of them double
Yes, she
entendres.
was.
That's right. Uh-huh.
I like the nerdiness of the advice you give. Hey, yeah, you said your brother's fucking his assistant. What you do, but what about the specifics of the business?
Well, we have
what
to
do
know
you
that.
guys sell? You
We
selling
have to know that.
pretzels?
We
What's
have to
the
know that.
profit and loss statement.
It's important.
That's what I want to know.
Because
I refuse to answer this question until
Shut up, nerd.
Yeah, I refuse to answer this question until I see your balance sheet.
I
Yeah.
feel like,
right.
I
But
feel like
what
I
about
know what
what's
the
Your
your
business
spreadsheet
is.
says that you're
How come
in
you
the
don't
red
talk
right
about
now.
why are you talking about your brother fucking your assistant? That's boring. I want to know your marketing strategy.
Show me the Excel sheet.
I want to know that. I want to see the profit and loss statement.
Let
I
me
wanna
see your
the-
quarterly report, sir.
Yes, give me the 2023 tax return. That's what I want to know.
Plus naked pictures of the assistant as well.
I feel like I know the business though. Like I feel like the business is definitely like tier 3 of the PI world.
They're,
Like I
they're,
feel
they're,
like
they're probably like
They're
Amazon.
following around people
It's
for
probably like
$300 a month.
Amazon sellers or something.
they gotta be in the PI.
Yeah.
That's why they couldn't say it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she has all the details, and she could blackmail. Like I feel like
Yeah.
this guy is who the previous people hired.
Wait.
Like,
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
That's why I want to know the details of the business, because I want to know, could this dude who wrote the question go start his own? Because I'm telling you, this could be a sinking ship. If this lady decides she feels slighted and she's like working for this guy and not like on equal level, she could turn this into a Me Too thing. Oh, he used his position of power. I want to settle out of
Oh,
court
no,
for
no,
all
no,
your
sorry,
fucking
sorry.
money.
It's
Let me
already
just
in YouTube.
correct you. Yes, yeah, thank you.
Whatever.
Don't use the phrase. She could turn this into a Me. It is a Me Too
It is a
thing.
Me Too.
Well,
It is
right.
a Me
Yeah,
Too
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Right, that's
Her
what I'm
boss
saying.
slept with her.
I'm saying she could turn it into this in a legal sense. She could make it a thing.
I
Train
definitely-
that station.
For sure.
It is. It is.
Right. All she's got to do is complain in court and show a few text messages that she has, and you're on the hook for a lot of money. You need to separate from your brother, do your own version of the business, sever ties.
He needs
this is
to-
going to get fucking ugly, dude.
He needs to Stephen Weinstein.
That's right.
Who's Harvey's brother?
We can call him Steven.
I think
Yeah.
it was something like
do the old
some-
Stevie Weinstein, spread your rings and fly.
What did
That's
Stevie
right.
Weinstein do?
He was
so
just the
it was,
brother
but
of
they
Harvey.
were whoever Harvey. I don't know if his name was Stephen. I think it was, but whoever Harvey's brother was, yeah, he was like you're fucking like
It sucks, man.
he built a bridge between him and
I
or
always
not a bridge,
feel
but a
bad
wall,
for the Stevie Weinsteins
and
in this world.
was
You know what I mean?
Like you know, and made people like back him up that he was absolutely not a part of anything that his brother did. Like he was
He did.
very
He
adamant.
severed
of, like,
ties.
You were here.
Kept his head above
I
water.
was here. Absolutely everything that you did has nothing to do with me.
Because I always feel bad for the Stevie Weinsteins in this world. First, I feel
What,
most
who
bad for the
don't commit
victims.
sexual assault?
And then because I'm like this is somebody
He's the real
who
victim.
got a lottery ticket. Yes, right underneath the real victims are the Stevie Weinsteins, the underreported victims, the people who it's like
No, above
you
the
didn't-
real victims.
Yeah,
Stephen Weinstein.
you don't fuck it above the real victims
Above the real
yeah,
victims.
where's their ribbons? God damn it, where's the Stevie
How is
Weinstein
this
ribbon?
personal assistant a victim, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked my boss and now I'm a victim. I
Hey,
voluntarily
she could
fucked
turn
my
it that
boss.
way. She
Yeah.
could turn it that way
Again,
real quick in
it's
court.
harassment.
Right,
It's
but
sexual harassment.
I'm
She was
telling
harassed.
you,
sexual harassment.
this Now it doesn't matter if it was consensual or whatever. She could say he used his position of power. I want money. Boom. Done.
What's it called when you like fall in love with your
good.
captors?
Stockholm syndrome.
She's got Stockholm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Work
That's
dick.
right.
She's got Stockholm work dick.
That's right. That dick Stockholmed me.
Also,
Guys-
stop going into business with your family.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All families suck.
Uh-huh.
Why are you choosing those people to be your business partners?
Yeah, that's
Because
not
then you
bad.
feel bad when you have to Stevie Weinstein it and
Yeah.
get the hell out. You have
Or
to get the hell out.
murder their lovers.
Yeah, I feel bad because now I feel bad for the people who were like doing well in this business, and like we had a
If
winning
they have
lottery
time
ticket,
to fuck
but
like
this
that,
guy
they're not doing
just
that well.
had to fuck a bunch of interns, and now I'm gonna lose my gig that I was good at and making a lot of money because this guy couldn't
No,
keep his dick in his pants.
I don't
It's
think they're making that
bullshit.
much money. People who fuck their assistants, they're not good bonus givers at Christmas
No.
time.
Stingy.
They feel like their presence alone is
That's
enough
right.
of a bonus.
Crabs
So
and gift cards.
they're-
That's all they give you.
Yeah, and pizza parties and
Yeah.
stupid shit like that.
Uh-huh.
That not the generic
parties.
snacks in the break room. Like this is not a company that we should endorse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Pizza
tell us the
instead
name
of
of your
raises.
company hiding behind
we
the
want,
internet.
We want your Instagram because we know you guys probably are too broke ass to even have a website.
Yeah.
Guys, the only person making comments is Raymond Timney.
Oh yeah,
What's he
yeah.
saying?
Raymond on YouTube
We
says
have 3 people watching this, and one is Raymond Timney.
Yeah.
Hi, Raymond.
He said,
And then he's
yeah,
got it.
yeah. Raymond on YouTube says, really, sexual harassment on your own time. That's right. You got a tough love with the brother. Sexually harassed outside of work.
Raymond on YouTube says everything. He's the only one saying anything.
But that's an excellent point. Are you saying that the brother stole from the company by committing sexual harassment? Do sexual harassment
He
on your
stole
own time.
company stationery. He stole company missionary.
That's right. Company doggy style, company reverse cowgirl, all the company's goods.
Yeah. Let's do final advice.
All right.
My final advice for this person is: look, you're terrible, and it's
Wait, no, the person writing in is the brother.
it's no, the person writing it is the person not having the affair with their personal assistant.
Right.
So he needs to. My advice is he needs to separate from his brother because clearly your brother is Harvey Weinstein-esque, if not full blown. Because this is all sexual harassment. Secondly, your business obviously sucks, and so you need to make it self-sufficient for yourself. Because again, if she wakes up, even if she agrees that she's not going to press charges for sexual harassment, you are,
It's always on the table.
Yeah.
It's always on the table. She can always do it at any time.
It's always gonna
if
be
she
hanging
feels
over your head.
slighted, she leaves the company.
You
she
should
gets
just
fired,
actually
whatever.
quit your whole company and start working at Whataburger. That's my advice. Okay,
Yeah, dude.
Next.
My advice is just good old fashioned Cain and Abel. Murder the brother, promote the personal assistant, and then leave your wife and
Boom.
marry her, and then you get all the money.
Yeah, I think that's great. There's not enough promotion in the Bible. You know,
Yeah.
everyone kind of
Yeah.
always is set in their own, their role. Not enough
Yeah,
promotion.
we didn't get to hear the upside to murdering Cain
Yeah.
or Abel, whichever one got iced. You know what I mean? I'm sure Cain got some good shit out of it.
So he got more Christmas presents.
Fuck yeah, he
For
did.
Sure.
Well, we did get this for Abel, but we don't have receipts. It's the year nothing, so it's yours now.
Yeah,
the
all
year
the frankincense and myrrh went to
Seriously.
the surviving brother.
It's the grossest. Okay, what other final advice do we have?
My final advice, I do like the idea of Cain enabling the brother, but I still like the idea of killing the personal assistant too, man. I say kill the personal assistant, kill the brother. I say just clean sweep everybody. Just take out life insurance
Light 'em
claims.
up.
Yeah, just light them all up. Make it look like an electrical fire. Huh? Just burn the place down with everyone you know and love in it. And you've taken out life insurance. You get to what? Start a good business because this one sucks.
I've heard
Okay,
about-
well, my advice, aside from capital, things that can wind you, put you in jail for life, I think you should make this assistant. She seems very important. Make her a partner, promote her.
Yes. If you don't
And,
kill her, you must treat her right.
And then try to fuck her brother. The person emailing us, he should try to fuck her instead of the brother. And just be like, look, I'm going to replace my dick with his dick. He doesn't love you. And let's just keep fucking. So
Yeah.
you get the dick. And
You don't even have to tell
you're
her.
gonna love
Just do like
There's a lot of soft landings in that answer.
Indiana Jones it, you know what I mean? Where it's like you put the bag of sand on where they took the little trophy thing off really fast. with the dicks.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Like this Indiana Jones that shit, and then she won't
Boom.
even notice.
Isn't that called like the ghost? What's that where it's like it's like a non-consensual tag team? What's that called?
I think
The
that's just
Eiffel
rape.
Tower?
Sexual
That's
tag
like
team.
rape.
What's that?
You guys know it's like because
Running a train?
comics do this joke all the time, and it's
Eiffel
very
Tower?
hacked by this point. But
No,
it's
Eiffel Tower's
where
where you high-five
you're
in the middle.
having like sex from behind, doggy style, and then without your friend silently comes into the room and
Oh.
just takes your place.
What open mics are you going to?
No, this is like a joke that like Amy Schumer,
Yeah,
other.
no,
like,
there's a
it's
name
like
to it for sure.
Amy
Is it
Schumer.
called? Is it a
We're gonna-
sexual? Is it
can
like?
we call it
Is
the
it like the
Schumer?
Eiffel Tower? Like she said, is it like?
It's called
sexual?
something
Yeah.
that I can't
No,
remember. But again,
it
I've
is the
seen
Amy
other-
Schumer now.
But
Yeah.
I've seen
It's
other.
when one's hidden from behind, and then she's sucking
Yeah,
the one off.
that's
the
Yeah.
high
how it-
five.
yeah.
And
Right,
it
no.
looks
But
like
I mean,
the
is it
Eiffel
is it
Tower.
like a is it
I
like a
think it's
sex
called.
move name?
I think
like
it's called
that
like
kind
the
of thing?
ghost or something.
The
like
Stranger
that.
or something like that.
Strangers
Yeah.
where you sit on your hand and masturbate.
That's right. Dude, I feel like I'm in junior high again. Like I'm
You guys are
relearning all the old
buzzing
terms.
in so good.
Or the pirate where you
That's
jizz
where
in the
you're
eye,
pegging.
kick her in the
pegging,
leg.
It's a different kind of peg leg.
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Jizz
the
in the eye
pirate.
and kick her in the leg. That way she hops up and down, and goes "Arr!" like that. Yeah,
I feel like it should be called the Schumer. I like
yeah.
it.
Let's do the Schumer.
I like the Schumer.
Well, like
Wait,
I said,
Amy or Chuck? Which one?
Both.
we
That's
go.
who Schumered who. That's who Schumered who.
okay.
I thought I was banging the Speaker of the Senate, and then I opened my eyes and it was Amy Schumer. I was like, "Oh my
And you
God,
were pissed
this is
because
disgusting."
you were like, yeah. Fuck this noise.
Let's do.
Wow! Hey, one person commented instead of Raymond. Oh no,
there we go.
two people. It's
There we go.
Joel and Amy.
Yes. Producer
Whoa,
Amy said,
whoa.
"LOL."
Amy Schumer?
You don't have to. You don't have to
Amy
talk about
Schumer's
our
mad.
podcast like
She
that.
was like, "I'm way hotter than Chuck." All right, I'll let a lot of people talk shit. Out of the two of us, I'm the hotter Schumer.
She's
all
like, I'm
right.
definitely the one it's named after. Don't mix it up. Put it on my Wikipedia.
Joel on YouTube says, "Can't believe I used the word boner."
Okay, we're gonna do the last question, but we'll do it lightning round.
All right.
Since we're getting
Let's.
time.
Is this number 3 or 4?
It's actually 4.
4.
Thanks
okay.
for asking.
All right. Last question on the Twisted Cupid podcast. We're going to do this one lightning round. So Suzanne is going to read the question. We are going to give our hot takes real quick and do a little lightning round style as the last question on the Twisted Cupid podcast from the Wild Animals on Reddit.
Okay, this one is actually it's a little long, so I'm just gonna try and blow through it as quickly as I can. Sister is after my ex. I'm 22. My ex-fiance, we'll call him Alan, is 25. We've been together for 3 years. My sister's actually the one who set us up. My sister would actually describe Alan as her ideal man, which is the absolute opposite of her husband. She would complain that her quote-unquote best friend would never come around and see her anymore because I was changing him for the worst. In reality, Alan was avoiding my sister because of how terrible she was treating me and him. Fast forward to about 5 months, Alan and I broke up. We need to work on ourselves individually. We might get back together in the long term once we work on ourselves. It's been a little bit more than 3 weeks since we broke up, and I called my sister and family the day after to let them know the news. During the phone call, my sister asked if she could connect with Alan to check on him since he's her friend also. Almost like she was telling me, not actually asking. I told her I didn't care what she did, but still trusting Alan to not play into her petty sketchiness. She has now called him several times since, and she's even invited him out to things, but she has yet to call and check on me once. It's clear that she's trying to get Alan back into her life and doesn't care about me. I can't seem to shake my anger and just sit here knowing that she's doing all of this and while I do nothing. I already feel bad enough for not telling her husband, but what would I say? Does anyone have any advice on this situation?
She's going to twist Alan's gear like an Allen wrench. Go ahead.
So
Wait,
yeah.
I'm just sorry. What's the premise of the question?
So
she doesn't
it's-
like that. She thinks the sister is trying to get with Alan.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, even though the sister is married.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I had to so I blew through that very quickly, but I'm not kidding. This was like like a Tolstoy novel. I mean, it was so long and so unnecessary, most of the information. But she has essentially for a long time suspected that the sister was trying to get with her Alan for for a long time. And it's, the examples she gives, I would say are debatable. You know, it's not like there's
Sure.
this hard. It's not like there's this concrete evidence of her like sending him or veg or whatever.
And
like,
keep in mind, this is her side of the story too. So
Exactly.
like, she's the prosecution. If this sounds bullshit from her before we even
Yeah.
heard from the defense, it's probably nothing.
So my advice to this person writing the question is: listen, here are the rules of breaking up. Once you break up with someone, they're allowed to fuck whoever they want. Okay?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who it is, but they're allowed to do that. And if it's your sister, if it's your mother, if it's your grandpa, doesn't matter. You can't be mad at that person because they aren't your person anymore. But you can't be mad at your sister, your mother, and your grandpa. So, so what are you doing? Like
My whole family tree is trying to suck off my ex.
Okay, I know this breakup rule, but really, you can't be mad at your sister for trying to fuck your
No.
fiance?
You can be mad at your sister,
Oh.
but you can't be mad at the person you broke up with. So if if you break up with your fiance, he's now your ex-fiance. If your sister sleeps with your ex-fiance, you can be mad at your sister, but you have absolutely no business saying shit to your ex-fiance.
You should be
can't-
madder
you
at the
can
sister,
be mad
I
at your
feel,
sister,
yeah.
but you can't be mad at the fiance who fucked your sister.
I think you could definitely be mad at both, but I think you can only be a third as mad at the
Yes.
fiance as at the sister.
Yes.
It's more of a betrayal, I feel.
Yes, for two reasons you can't be
Yes.
mad at him. One is because you guys broke up. You're not in a relationship anymore. That person's allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants
Sure.
now. Two, you want to be that fucking desperate bitch that's like following up with him like, who did you sleep with? Oh my God, it was so, I haven't slept with anyone yet. It's like, don't be that person. If you broke up with him, don't get into whiny ass bitch mode. It's like, you broke up with him for a reason. Move up and on, okay? Or grovel to get him back. Like, don't say, oh, we're broken up, and then you can't do this. It's like, I fucking hate that when people, it doesn't matter what gender you are. I fucking hate it when people do that. It's so stupid.
It's accurate.
You just gotta
Yeah.
believe in yourself.
Yeah.
I agree with the
Get back
in
by
principle,
silence, I
but
feel.
when it's family members, then I think you can't fuck someone's sister.
It's a betrayal for sure, but I would be more mad at the sister than the dude.
Sandeep, I would
Because
say-
it's like, well, I'm not technically in a relationship with the fiance anymore. So he does like, it's not the same betrayal as like, this is always going to be my sister. She should not fuck my exes. Whereas my exes are like, we don't have a commitment anymore. Like, that's done.
Right,
It's still
well-
shitty what he did, but there's only a certain level that I'm going to be mad at him.
Exactly.
I mean, every porn category would say you can fuck the sister. Like every one of them would say that. And
The algorithms don't lie.
I mean, it's everyone's fantasy, so we
Yeah,
gotta know
especially
it's
if she
true.
can't get
It's
out of
like-
a dryer,
it's like-
but it's still
yeah.
really horny.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you log on to any porn channel, it's like this Wheel of Fortune, and every category is the sister,
Right.
the sister, the
They're
stepsister.
all doing that.
That's true. You
That's
know
right.
what? By the court
Grandfather.
of porn, yes,
Yes.
the fucking the sister's okay, but not okay if you are the sister.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
would say my advice is to the writer inner, stop lying to your sister. You told her you didn't care what she did.
Yeah.
Ergo, you gave permission, and she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
A hall
So
pass is a hall pass.
maybe
That's right.
Don't tell her you don't care what she does, because you obviously multiple paragraphs care.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
my advice.
Oh, shit.
Paragraphs is we're
A
talking
novella.
chapters. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Joel telling the truth here? Joel on YouTube said, I knew Hulk Hogan was going to speak there. Joel on YouTube says Hulk Hogan just spoke and ripped his shirt off at the Republican convention.
Wow.
I hope he did.
Wow.
I hope he did. That's hilarious, man. Oh my God, we are in
Well,
idiocracy
I
times.
mean,
Hulk Hogan got saved by Republican money. That,
Joel, what are
He
you doing
did.
watching
Yeah,
the
that's
Republican
right.
convention over this podcast? How is your attention not 100% focused on this podcast?
Hulk Hogan is rich because
Fascist.
of Republican money. So
Joel, you fascist.
No, he's listening to us. Been watching us. He's got another TV with the Republican convention silently. So he heard a bunch of like nerds in suits just going. But then he heard Hulk Hogan silently go and just tear his shirt
Yeah.
off. And
we
so
can't
it was
be
wild.
mad at Hulk Hogan, aka Terry, for supporting his former coworker, though.
That's true.
Trump-
They did work
that's what I'm
together.
saying. It's like Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan got rich off of Republican money. Like, what the
Right.
fuck else do you want him to
Right,
do?
Well, I just
right.
meant
At that
that
He's gonna
Gawker
be like,
deal.
oh, actually, I don't want this
That's right.
100 million.
Right.
Wait, who is this coworker?
Well,
Hulk
no,
Hogan?
Trump.
Trump.
Oh,
Trump
they
used
work
to
together
do
in
but
WWE.
also the guy that
WWE
funded
stuff.
his when his sex tape got leaked.
That's true.
is like a mad Republican donor.
Because
And
they hated Gawker. Yeah.
So he
They wanted to
Hulk-
take down Gawker.
Hulk, Terry got like $100 million for this, but the guy who backed it is also a huge Republican backer.
Would you guys do a sex tape for $100 million?
Definitely.
What?
I would do a whole
So
sex
fast.
series,
Yeah.
like
For so
a
much
whole.
less.
Yeah, they way less money.
But I would.
Yeah.
But I would like. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll do
way
a sex
less.
tape right now for free.
I would go full on
Let's go,
Mr.
guys.
Hands. I would let a horse fuck me for $100 million. Are you
Sangria,
kidding me?
get up! Uncle Sandeep is getting weird.
Yeah.
Listeners, you can't see, but Jake's dog is on the couch and she's sleeping right here
Yeah,
in
yeah.
between us. So it's Sandeep.
And the dog's name is Sangria.
That's
and
right.
The dog's name is Sangria.
And
Now
Elon
you're all
Musk
caught
is,
up.
is going to burst out of that door right now with his pouty lips going, did someone say $100 million for a weird sex tape with a dog? Here you go.
I'm a little worried about leaving the dogs here alone with you with your wife out. Honestly,
Don't worry, Elon Musk isn't really here.
no,
She's saying.
Jake, like what you were saying, it's like 4 hours. Jake's having a nap.
That's right.
yeah. For
That's
Kids
right.
aren't here.
And my wife's getting home like, you turned down Elon Musk paying you $100 million to fuck the dog, and now
Yeah,
we still have to
they
live
made
in
me
this
mad
tiny
about it.
shithole? What are you doing? I was like, I wanted a nap. I'm sorry. I told Elon to fucking kick rocks.
All right, what other final advice we have for this person who thinks that her ex is gonna sleep with her sister?
diddle the sister.
But you have to put step in
threesome
front
works again. That advice works.
The advice of the whole evening is
Recycle.
threesomes can solve everything. It can
Yeah.
solve this thing. It can solve the business thing and the first thing.
I think the lady who wrote the question should decide, the hell with the sister, the hell with my ex. I'm going to go to the Republican National Convention tonight and sleep with Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
and have somebody film it. And I want to get cut in on the money because
Yeah.
he made $160 million last time. You do it for 10% of that and you're set for life.
Do you think that like going to the Republican National Convention? Do you guys remember that movie Bird Box with Sandra Bullock?
Oh, so good.
Where,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Do you think like going to the Republican National Convention is like Bird Box? It's like they see it and it's like, oh my god, it's so beautiful! It's so
And
beautiful!
they're one of them.
and then they just go crazy.
We should- yeah, they
just
got-
keep the thing over your
There's
head.
there's
No, wait, I got to
definitely-
see Kid Rock. He's up there tonight.
No, there's definitely a lot of people blinded walking into that.
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
But also,
For
I
sure.
guess like it's not a good metaphor for if you're a Democrat that you have to like blind yourself to not, get
It's
involved
all
in that
great.
hellfire.
We've got two fantastic candidates.
We do. See, and me, I'm an undecided. I'm an undecided voter. If I could vote for both of these guys, I would. They're the two greatest presidents of my lifetime. If I could somehow have
100%.
one do 2 years and the other one do 2 years, I would vote that.
They're
It's just not possible. So I'm
They
undecided.
could tag team it. And,
I would-
and sleep with all the PAs.
I wish they could Eiffel Tower America.
They should
even though that's
Eiffel
French.
Tower America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
Great. I think we answered that question. I think we
I think we
answered
did
all
too.
these questions real good.
Absolutely.
Let's just end the podcast
This
on
has been-
those two candidates should Eiffel Tower
Yes.
America.
Yes. Eiffel Tower
That's pretty
America.
crazy.
Thank you so much to all the listeners, man. Thank you especially to our two guests. Thank you to Sandeep Sen.
Yeah.
Thank you to Dannielle Wornall.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
most of all to the listeners, especially the people in the chat. Until
Thank
next
you,
week, we're
everybody.
live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Well, there's my music. There's my music. Until next
Yes.
week, later.
This is really good playoff music.